Gary Ralfe's updated history of Michaelhouse Stars of the Morning is not just a blow-by-blow history of our school, it's also a rich treasure trove of anecdote like this. It relates the story of the school smokers club. Unlawful smoking by boys can certainly be classified as an extramural activity. In the Norwood era, it seems to have taken on a collegiate nature, which is celebrated by a team photograph of some 30 boys, including the rector's son, Simon, who in 1965 brazenly posed for a photograph on the terraces, the venue for sports team photographs, in front of the rector's then office.
So the word goes round amongst those that are known to be smokers that they need to have a team photograph. Anthony Ackerman said that he had never been on the terraces for a team photograph because he was in no damn team.
I was very fond of the photograph because it was the only team that I ever got into, the only team photograph I ever appeared in.
The moving spirit of the photo was Errol Drew, who put his camera on a tripod and told his mates to scowl like juvenile delinquents.
And then he runs to the front, they're in 3 rows or 4 rows, and he lies at the bottom, and there's another guy lying from that side, and he produces a packet of Lucky Strike.
Now it's moot whether it's an empty packet or whether there were actually cigarettes in there, and we could have all been flogged.
They were starting to get stares of passers-by and also from school prefects on the balcony of Scully's. What are these boys doing?
To avoid having to explain what we were doing to curious masters or officious prefects, we assembled and melted away as stealthily as modern-day flash mob.
And they take the spool, because of course no digital stuff then, they take the spool to the darkroom. I don't know where the darkroom was, and they find some cack, and they tell him, you've got to develop this.
I was a cack my first year at the school. Ted came to me and said he had this very important film that had to be developed and he needed prints of the photographs. Well, I knew a bit about Ted. I knew he wasn't an emissary of St. Michael the Archangel coming to protect me. He had a different kind of reputation, so I immediately suspected some sort of trouble.
And he's terrified because he's wondering if he'll be regarded as an accessory after the fact if he's caught developing this film with all this incriminating stuff on it.
And I was terrified that the powers that be would find me and I would be an accessory to the fact, and that would be more and more trouble within the system.
Not every school smoker appears in the photo, Ackerman concluded, but I'm sure we all eventually gave up when we realized smoking presented a greater hazard than being flogged. 6 of the best.
Anyway, wasn't caught, and that's that particular story.
30 years later, Ackerman used this photo on the theatrical poster when Old Boys, his play set at Michaelhouse, opened at the National Arts Festival.
One of the productions had the photograph on the poster, and in another production we had the photograph as the centerpiece in the program. That's Simon Norwood, the rector's son. This is Robert Gregg, who was arts editor of Sunday Independent. Errol Drew, whose whole idea it was. That's me over there. Anyway, that's the picture, the famous school smokers picture of 1965.
We know you're going to love dipping into Stars of the Morning. And to pre-order, simply visit www.michaelhouse.org and scroll down to shop, where you'll be able to get your hands on your own copy.